Resistance Miami, yes!
Resistance is something which people can support and understand the reason why there is a resistance.
Well, resistance is a great thing for me because I was there at the inception. It was a conversation me and the guys were having for years about having Ultra have an underground identity and a brand. I remember thinking, it might be a secondary thought when we turn up in Croatia. Turned up in Croatia and they built an LED box and it just blew my mind. Like, the levels they were going to just to push underground music and new talent.
The Resistance stage is one of the best things that happened to Ultra.
They have been representing the techno genre very, very well throughout the years.
The way Ultra programs the Resistance stage, there's always something to learn.
They already saw what was going to happen in the next few years on the global scene.
The sound of Europe comes to basically Miami through Resistance.
I like the fact that they put a lot of production and also touring the band around with Ultra around the world. And I think it's a great way of spreading this music to maybe territories that are not as familiar with it.
Resistance has its own place. It has its own sound, it has its own DJs, and it has its own entity in the way that it looks. So it's not kind of like an EDM stage room, it's more of an underground style.
I think it is incredibly important that underground electronic music also gets a platform. So being Ultra, I think it is really cool that they have this 360 kind of approach.
For us techno DJs, we felt like we were being taken care of, like our music was framed in the best possible way for the audiences because it deserves to be.
It's a great team, always feel super at home and welcome. I treasure it a lot as a partnership and I think it has a great impact on the scene as well.
A room within a room, a festival within a festival. I mean, you could literally not go to the main stage and just go to Resistance and have that as the embodiment of what can happen or should happen because the music does change in that room. But it's the room itself. You walk in and you get washed by what's in the room and the way how the room moves.
The structure in the stage is very, very cool. It's probably one of the most unique designs out there for festivals and dance music.
Their production is so good. Lights and lasers all over the place. I've always thought that you could create some really amazing shows in there.
And of course, when you're in there in the daytime, you see the lighting concept and this sort of stuff as some visuals. But when it goes dark, and it changes completely.
It really makes you feel something. With Resistance, I really feel like I'm being told a story through music.
They got on stage, and the moment they got on, it was just nothing but crazy energy. Everyone was going crazy.
Let's go!